campaign to get Cameroon out of their country. According to the leader, in 2009, the UN demarcated the boundaries separating Ambazonia from Cameroon and Nigeria. Whilst Nigeria has complied, Cameroon is yet to do same. Joining us on the line is the head of state of Ambazonia, Fon Gorgi Dinka. Good evening, sir. Welcome to Radio Ghana.
Thank you very much.
What is the meaning of Ambazonia and what are the legal justification for a sovereign Ambazonia?
Ambazonia simply means Amber's zone, the zone of Amber's Bay. That's the bay, the only bay actually in West Africa. That bay is at where the West African coastline meets the Southern African coastline. That's where the bay is, and geographical identity of the country around that bay is Ambazonia.
Oh, okay. So what are the legal justification for a sovereign state?
Well, it was sovereign with effect from 1st of October 1960, when the United Nations forced Britain to create a separate constitution for us, separating us from Nigeria. So we became independent on that 1st of October 1960, but Britain still...
Excellency, your line is breaking. Can you please reposition yourself for us?
Well, I'm trying as much as possible to position...
It is better now. We can go ahead.
Yes. I say the United Nations forced Britain to create a separate constitution for British Southern Cameroon, which became effective with effect from 1st of October 1960. So we became sovereign. But then the UN fixed the 1st of October 1961 for an end to UN trusteeship. So while Britain was still lingering there, Britain decided to sell us like a cattle ranch to French de Gaulle, who then annexed us to French Cameroon. And that's what the trouble has been up to now.
So I would say, when de Gaulle annexed you, why did you wait for all these while and now start the quest for restoration of statehood?
We didn't just wait. The thing is that when he did that, we had a period of what they call subjugation, trying to make us French. It was a terrible thing. There was about 4 o'clock in the morning, they come to a town and they're surrounded. Gendarmes take everybody out, and then they go to an open space, a field, and they ask you to show your identity card. If, for example, you were living, the exercise was taking place in Kumba, and you happen to have been a man from Bamenda, and you came down to Kumba, they will ask you to show a pass, a laissez-passer, which is obtainable only from Yaoundé, which permitted you to leave your town and travel to Kumba.
Okay.
And if you didn't do that, you would be arrested and locked up. And the most disturbing thing about it is that pregnant women were traumatized to either abort in the field there or deliver their babies in the field. That was the type of thing we went through.
Right. The court has ruled, Nigeria has complied, Cameroon is yet. So why are you lobbying Ghana?
Because Ghana is the origin of African independence. When Kwame Nkrumah said the imperialists will not leave hands folded and head bowed, but will transform itself into neo-colonialism. We are a typical example of neo-colonialism.
So what has been the response since you came?
Pardon?
What has been the response from the Ghanaian authorities?
From the Ghanaian authorities, we have only just had a very, very interesting understanding, and they wanted, first of all, for us to tell our story to Ghana. People in Ghana should hear the story before the Ghana authorities can do something about it.
All right. I want to thank you very much for your time on Radio Ghana this evening. And I'm sure this is the state radio, so Ghana has heard of you. We are very grateful, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much.
Fon Gorgi Dinka is the head of state of Ambazonia.
Cameroons. We salute the effort of all the Ambazonians who have stood up as one man to speak with one voice. We are so grateful that our people have stood up to send a clear message to the world, to the United Nations, to those who have been marginalized, that the people of Southern Cameroon want to govern them. It is now a clear message that the United Nations should give us what they did not give us. The shootings and the killings are continuing, even in the very eyes of the United Nations. And these are the same people that call us terrorists. Mr. Biya, I don't know what he is doing. This man has marginalized us for more than 35 years. We are ungovernable. He cannot govern us anymore. We are giving him and his people a clear message that by 1st October we are leaving. His people should prepare with their passports and visas that they will visit us after 1st October. Any of them who is in our territory will be pushed out, flushed out. Let me make it one point very clear. Mr. Biya, take note that Sonara doesn't belong to you people again. Take note that CDC doesn't belong to you people again. Make sure you send a message for your people to start packing their baggages and leaving our territory. Oh, Mr. Biya, power has left you. You are in the wrong side of history. We are telling you, we have our president, Sisiku Ayuk Tambed. We know he gives us orders. He is a peaceful man. He is exploiting all peaceful measures to settle this issue once and for all. If he gives us orders to march to Yaoundé, we will do it. If he gives us orders to pick up arms, we will do it. But for now, we are exploiting all peaceful options. We salute again all the people of Southern Cameroon. Thank you for proving a point. Your peaceful marches, everything you have done, it has shown to the world that we are killed, put in dungeons, arbitrary arrests, killing, rapings, all the evils that they have done to us. This is a time we have to speak out loud and clear. Let the United Nations come and do what they left undone. Thank you very much. We'll be at it again very soon. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Dr. Success, Commander-in-Chief of Eyumojok Self-Defense Force and member of Skakuf Defense Department. We are glad that we have successfully elected our interim president and our interim vice president. Special congratulations to President Sisiku Ayuk Julius Tabe and Vice President Dikin Tassan Wilfred. These two people are great gifts that God has given to us. We owe them a duty to collaborate with them, to cooperate with them, and to give them our best support so that they can facilitate our journey to Buea in no distant time from now. They are our legitimate leaders. They were elected by the third conclave, which consisted of people of the various counties in the Southern Cameroons and leaders of the various liberation movements of the Southern Cameroon and leaders of the various groups of the Southern Cameroon in home and abroad. We want them to know that we will give them the support they deserve. We will give them our best and we shall get to Buea. And to everyone who wants to be at the top of leadership, I want you to know that everyone is born to be a leader, but not everyone can be a leader at the same time. The Bible says in Ecclesiastes that under heaven there is a time for everything. Today is the turn for Sisi Kwayok Julius Tabe to be our interim president. Tomorrow it may be your turn. Let us give them our support. The Bible says, do unto others what you want them to do to you. If you cooperate with them today, tomorrow when you become the president or the vice president, they and all of us will also cooperate with you. Anyone who is trying to cause confusion, I think that person, they need prayers. I pray that we should come together and form real unity without any personal interest hidden somewhere. And we shall form a great team that will challenge our enemy, which is La Republic. And in no distant time from today, we all shall celebrate in Boya. We all shall sing the same song for the glory of God and for the shame of the devil. We have one common enemy. The enemy of the Southern Cameroons is called La République du Cameroon. We cannot afford to fight one another. Anybody trying to fight the current leadership that have been put to place, I may think that person is either working for La République or working for Lucifer. I just do not want to believe that anyone has been sponsored by the devil or anyone has been sent by La République to cause confusion among us. I want to believe that it is immaturity. It's time for us to get matured. It's time for us to be democratic enough. It's time for us to control our appetite for power. It's time for us to control our temperament and align ourselves behind these elected leaders and give them our best. And if we do so, we all shall be in Boya. If your interest is to see the Southern Cameroons in Boya this year, align yourself behind these great leaders and we shall all be in Boya. Long live the Southern Cameroons. Long live Ambazonia. God bless you.